As the FBI comes under fire over disappearing text messages, one former assistant director says James Comey is to blame for disarray within the agency. One America's Kendall caught up with Chris Swecker to gain insight into the inner workings of the FBI and has this from Washington.
I spoke to Chris Swecker, who was with the department since 1982 and served as assistant director from 2004 to 2006. He also served directly under Robert Mueller. He's now a lawyer in Charlotte, North Carolina. He's concerned not only about the timely disappearance of the text message spanning from around December 2016 to May 2017, but the shift in attitude by higher-ups in the department during Director Comey's time in office.
I defend Mueller, and I lay a lot of criticism at the feet of former Director Comey, because Mueller is a man of integrity. He's a Marine. He's just out to do what he was chartered to do, and he plays by the rules. Comey, on the other hand, made up his own rules along the way and made some very terrible decisions, some bad judgments along the way, and I think fostered this environment of leaks and open discussions, apparently, about how people felt about who should or shouldn't be president, and efforts to sort of put their thumb on the scale of the investigation. The current revelations, the more recent revelations, to me, are extremely disturbing.
Now, they're blaming Samsung for these texts not being available. It's the FBI. We all hear they can get our, whether it be texts, Snapchats, Facebook messages, what have you. Can't they go and get these text messages whenever they want? And how much of an obstruction of justice could this possibly be if they're hiding these text messages?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I will say that the government is not great at technology, so it's not outlandish to think that they misconfigured these devices when they configured them. However, I'm skeptical. There are companies out there like FireEye or CrowdStrike or Palo Alto that can come in and forensically take a look at the server that serviced these devices. But the government is supposed to store these as records because they're talking about official business.
I mean, it goes over a pretty important period of time. We have the inauguration, when the firing of Flynn and Comey, the appointment of Mueller as special prosecutor. Is that a coincidence?
Well, it's not. It's an unfortunate coincidence if it is one, but it does come on the heels of a couple of texts, or at least one text that I read about where Strzok and Page discussed destroying their emails or deleting their emails. So it's very possible that they did do that, which would have been a violation of the federal record-keeping regulations and laws.
How likely is it that you think that these text messages will eventually come to light?
I'd say there's a 50-50 chance. Texts are a little bit dicey. They may still be preserved on a server. Might be able to reconstruct them from any storage that they may. The FBI has to have some kind of storage protocol because by law they're supposed to keep these records. Texts about business are official business records, and they're supposed to be kept.
I want to talk to you about this alleged secret society that's now come out. Did you know of anything like that when you were in the FBI?
Absolutely not. I would be very surprised if there were such a thing. Although these texts are troublesome, I think that both of these people Strzok and Page, need to be called into open session in one of the congressional committees and explain what they're talking about. Because I don't think any part of that was classified. None of their interaction would have been classified.
A lot of people have cited that they met off-site in this quote secret society. Maybe that doesn't necessarily constitute a society, but people that are meeting off of the FBI grounds. How serious is that?
If true, it would be very serious. If there were some executives meeting off-site for the purpose of discussing, influencing an investigation one way or another, that would be illegal. That would be obstruction of justice. That would be a conspiracy, and I hope it didn't happen.
Now, when you were speaking to Mueller before he was appointed, did he give you any indication about his thoughts on Comey, and did he share your same opinions on how he influenced a bias into the department?
That's funny. I asked him that very question. He did not answer it. That's the way he is. He's not going to show you his cards. He's not going to talk about things out of school. He's not going to talk about people. He's not going to gossip.
Thank you, Chris. That's Chris Swecker, former assistant FBI director on Special Prosecutor Robert Mueller's investigation and all those thousands of missing FBI text messages. Back to you.
We can use your help. Call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call today.